We're going to take you now to Arizona in a story, a tough story that we have been following for many days now. The disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Today, in what is a major break in the case, the FBI today released surveillance footage. You're seeing some of the still images there on your screen. Released surveillance footage from outside of Nancy Guthrie's front door. FBI says the images were taken the night she disappeared from her Arizona home. The doorbell camera footage shows a masked and armed person who appears to have tampered with a camera, FBI Director Kash Patel wrote on social media. You see those images on your screen right now. A person also appears to be wearing gloves, mask over his or her face, a backpack of some kind as well. Minutes after those images were released, Savannah Guthrie reposted them on Instagram with a message from her family. She said, quote, "We believe she is still alive. Bring her home." Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, and as authorities and the Guthrie family have relayed, Nancy Guthrie takes medication daily. Authorities have warned that every day that passes, the risk for medical complications to Nancy Guthrie goes up. This is a search that has now been going on for a number of days, hubbed out of Pima County, Arizona. We should also point out here, CNN is reporting, our news partner, CNN, that authorities believe Nancy Guthrie was taken against her will on February 1st. Her possible abductors demanded $6 million by 5 p.m. yesterday. KGUN, the local television station, reported in Arizona, citing a purported ransom note sent to that station. The FBI said it was not aware of any communication between the Guthrie family and suspected kidnappers. Again, this latest development, new images released, the FBI says, show somebody who appears to have been caught on camera outside of Nancy Guthrie's Arizona home the night that she disappeared. We're going to go now to Ivan Rodriguez from Arizona with a look at these new developments.
After 10 days, the FBI has its first lead in the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. FBI has released new images as well as video that appears to show a man walking to the front door of Nancy Guthrie's home. You can see that he's wearing a mask, gloves, a backpack, and even what appears to be a gun. And there's a moment in one of the videos that appears to show him trying to cover his face on that Ring camera, and then he appears to walk away to the front yard, grabs some weeds, returns to that front door, and continues to mess around with that camera. We know that this is that doorbell camera, and hearing from FBI Director Kash Patel, he, in a statement on X, says in part, quote, "The video was recovered from residual data located in back-end systems. Working with our partners as of this morning, law enforcement has uncovered these previously inaccessible new images showing an armed individual appearing to have tampered with the camera at Nancy Guthrie's front door the morning of her disappearance." Now, the FBI is really going to rely on the public to try and find this person. We've heard in the last days Savannah Guthrie asking for the public's help, not only here in Arizona, but across the country. So any one tip, the FBI had said before, could help break this case. And now we have a major lead into this investigation of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. In Catalina Foothills, Arizona, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
You look at those images, alarming pictures in this latest development in the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie, who has now been missing for pushing on 10 days. Mother of Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, requires daily medication. The search for her continues. This latest update from the FBI with images of somebody wearing a mask and gloves outside of Nancy Guthrie's home, captured the night of her disappearance, with FBI Director Kash Patel saying that person appears to have tampered with the camera. Kash Patel relaying that message on social media earlier today. Also earlier today, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt delivered these remarks in her daily briefing from the podium at the White House on these new developments in the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie.
I was once again with the president. He and I were both reviewing the newly released surveillance footage from FBI in the Savannah Guthrie case on just this heartbreaking situation with respect to her mother. The president encourages any American across the country with any knowledge of the suspect to please call the FBI, who continue to assist state and local authorities who are leading this investigation on the ground. And once again, I will reiterate that the prayers of this entire White House are with Savannah and her family at this time, and we hope this person is found soon and that her mother is brought home safely.
And that has been the plea from Savannah Guthrie and her siblings as well, posting a number of messages on social media asking for the public's help, asking for anybody who knows anything to contact authorities, and asking for whoever is responsible for this, whoever is behind the disappearance of their mother, Nancy Guthrie, to make contact and to be in touch. Again, we're now on day 10 at least. It's been since really the overnight hours at the end of January going into the start of this month that Nancy Guthrie was last seen and reported missing after she did not show up on a Sunday morning to a church event. Authorities have been searching for her ever since. Today, the big development, those new images, we've seen them on our screen here, purportedly taken of somebody wearing a mask. You see them on your screen now. A mask, gloves, a backpack, taken reportedly outside of Nancy Guthrie's home on the night of her disappearance. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie remains missing. If you know anything, you are asked to call authorities in Arizona and the FBI.